Hello everyone. Now we have to discuss the structure of human sperm. In human sperm is haploid, flagellate and motile. And they have the human sperm is haploid. Haploid, flagellate and motile. It has 4 parts, and out of these 4 parts, one is head. Head has 2 parts. One is cap-like structure, that is acrosome, and nucleus. So it has 2 parts, acrosome and nucleus, and the whole structure is named as head. And after head there is depression, and that depressed part is neck. In this region there is centrioles, 2 centrioles. One is proximal centriole, and the next one is distal centriole. And then there is middle phase, and after middle phase gradually there is less wider part, and that is a long tail. Long tail is there. So this is divided into one head region. This is head, then neck, middle piece, and then last part, and long tail is there. Inside tail there is axial filament that run in the whole tail and start from the distal centriole. This axial filament is made up of microtubules and having axial filament having 9+2 arrangement as flagella have. Head has cup-shaped acrosome, then nucleus, this is the nucleus, then they are covered by plasma membrane. There is one piece, one part, second part, third and fourth. These are the 4 parts of the sperms. So all of these, they have some special function. Acrosome They are very important because they contain hydrolytic enzymes. So acrosomes have hydrolytic enzymes. These hydrolytic enzymes and that help hydrolytic enzymes is necessary for fertilization because they help in penetration. So they contain some hydrolytic enzyme help in fertilization required for fertilization, and actually these acrosomes are Golgi body. These are Golgi body, and these are Golgi body. So they secrete. Then nucleus, they contain DNA. So they are the genetic material which is provided to the progeny. Then the third is neck, the second part neck, and in neck there is proximal centriole, and that help in first cleavage. Cleavage means when zygote is divided, at that time this proximal centriole that help in formation of spindle fiber. So this proximal centriole help in spindle formation at the time when zygote has to divide. Distal centriole, from distal centriole there is axial filament that emerge and run into the whole length of tail, and inside tail there is a small amount of cytoplasm. There is a special type of membrane that is below the plasma membrane, and they have two parts. Upper one is one type, and then there is upper one is gallia, and then lower one, and it is to the middle portion. It is only up to middle portion. So this is membrane inner to the plasma membrane, gallia upper part, and manchete in lower part, and this is only up to middle piece. So there is membrane, so many things are here. You have to remember parts of the sperms, and then the main part, membrane, acrosome, nucleus, centriole, axial filament. So these are the important part which you have to remember, and you also to remember function of the every part, like acrosome, nucleus, centrioles, and the very important function of middle piece. Middle piece have spirally arranged mitochondria. A large number of mitochondria is present, and these mitochondria are spirally arranged. And the function of mitochondria to provide energy. A large amount of energy is required by the sperm for the movement. When sperm has to move inside female reproductive tract from vagina to fallopian tube for fertilization. So this large number of mitochondria is there, and that mitochondria is spirally arranged. So mitochondria is present in middle part. Mitochondria present in the middle part, and it provide energy for locomotion, for movement of the sperm. And tail is the last part, and that tail is very important because they are for the motility of sperm. So this is the structure of this is the structure of human sperm. Another important thing is that at the time of spermatogenesis, there is 4 spermatids formed, as male has XY chromosome. So spermatids may have either X or Y. Means out of 4 spermatids, 2 spermatid has X, 2 spermatid has Y. Means a diploid cell has XY, and XY, when they divide, there is X and Y, and there is formation of 2X, and they have 2 of them have X and 2 of them have Y. So 2 of them have X and 2 of them have Y. And these sperms that have X, they provide X, and the baby, when they fertilize the ovum, the sex of the child is female, and if they provide Y, the sex of child is male. So this type of sperm containing X chromosome are named as gynosperm, and the sperms having Y, they are androsperms. So this is extra knowledge. This is not to have with the structure of sperms. So thank you. Next day we have to study structure of ovum.